The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Houston Rockets. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Gasol in at the center position. And for the Clippers, Beverly and Shamet in the backcourt together. Ivica Zubac is out there with Patrick Patterson, and it's Leonard in at the three slot. Doris, early on, every team trying to establish a winning attitude. And now you find out if that can carry through the rigors of an entire regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. I think if you can establish some winning early, that can go a long way toward building momentum, building confidence, especially if you have a young team or if you're a veteran team who has aspirations to be champions. So much at stake early.
Good point. And here are the Raptors now. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And the rejection by Zubac. But they recover. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Raptors. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Los Angeles. Right side Leonard. Now here's Shamet. Covered by VanVleet. Beverly against Lowry. Here's Zubac. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now Shamet following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Beverly. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard.
I'll tell you, the skilled defensive effort right there. OG Anunoby contesting shots, exactly what you would hope for.
And Siakam throws it down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Left side, Leonard. Toronto grabs the miss.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Lowry can't get it to go.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Shamet finds Patterson.
Well, you take all doubt out of the equation. Patterson throws it down with force.
The Raptors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Outside Lowry. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. It's Beverly over Lowry and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Beverly. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And Siakam has it in the corner. Passes it to VanVleet. Right side Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. Sweet little floater.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Asked about guarding Kawhi Leonard, he shook his head saying, "It's amazing how he's grown from college to now. One of the game's most complete offensive weapons. And Kevin, the claw is really a tough task to slow down."
Thank you, David. And so here's Toronto after the basket by Los Angeles. Lowry passes to Gasol, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Lowry against Beverley, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Here's Lowry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's Siakam.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered. Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Well, you love to see Siakam get going. This guy is so good at getting to his spots and converting.
And Beverley kicks to Leonard. To the paint, the pass to Beverley. From deep. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Lowry against Beverley. Outside Lowry. Outside Gasol. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt. At 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Here is Lowry. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Now Lowry misses in close.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Beverley. Second shot opportunity. Here's Zubac. Rejected by Gasol.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
Leonard, that's for 2. Here's Zubac. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto. Ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot? Who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I
Shoot
wonder
2.
if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back 3 will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Wow, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Patterson. Harkless comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Landry Shamet. Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. He's off on the second.
The Toronto Raptors 2 summers ago making bold moves. Think about it. You trade away a franchise cornerstone in DeMar DeRozan. You fire Dwayne Casey in his Coach of the Year season. But it paid off in a huge way.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Siakam against Zubac. rejection by Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Toronto no luck.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Williams. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And the front office in Toronto, Doris, took a lot of heat for those changes you were just talking about.
Kev, their point guard Kyle Lowry wouldn't even talk to the president for much of the season. But the feeling was, from the management, in order for this team to break through, changes had to be made.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Raptors also changing it up. Ibaka comes in for Marc Gasol. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Williams, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Outside Williams. Harrell trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Well, the wingspan of Pascal Siakam makes that dunk look easy.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Kicks it to Williams. A second chance effort, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Siakam inside. Guarded by Green. And the shot goes in from Siakam. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Clippers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
1 shot.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Raptors leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now here's Davis. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers. And a missed layup.
Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. That's good from Harrell. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. How great the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
And he makes the first.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
Leonard, he's checked in for Hero. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. And Kyle Lowry, Doris, never shy about contact.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level. I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Pass to Siakam. From deep three-point range, Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name in the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
One shot.
And he's known as the Claw, Kawhi Leonard, Doris, with some of the biggest hands in the NBA.
Well, consider, Kevin, that hand is over 11 inches from thumb to pinky. That's 52% wider than the normal hand. Basically, his hands correspond to a person who would be almost 9 feet tall. Incredible.
Lowry, Green with the block.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Siakam looking around. And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Green against Powell. Ibaka right side. Tries yet again. And Davis can't get it to go. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And really showed their depth when they needed it on the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Will it go? Siakam misses. Clippers leading by 3. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That confidence is what leads teams to having success.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul 2 for him.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. Siakam left side. Great tee that time from Green.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
Bringing my defense toughness, my experience playing with those two guys, one of the best in the game right now, and helping those two here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot. Energy and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Davis, and it's Powell in at small forward. 4 on the clock from downtown. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Lowry. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Williams against Davis. A floater, and it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Williams passes to Leonard. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Outside Lowry. The putback. Rebound by the Clippers. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Up again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Powell with it. Guarded now by Harkless. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And checking out the numbers for Lowry, he had a strong showing last season. Came in about 14 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, He really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Montrezl Harrell comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Patterson in for Leonard. Then for the Raptors, Marc Gasol's checked in for Siakam. OG Anunoby comes in for Davis, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
Shoots a fader. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Well, Serge Ibaka added this aspect to the game. Came in as a shot blocker, but worked so hard to become an offensive threat.
Right side, Williams. And nothing is falling for him right now. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. VanVleet with it. 23 points his last outing. From deep, Gasol. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, pretty good for a guy who practically shot no three-pointers in his first 8 years in the league. Marc Gasol doing work from range.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred VanVleet, never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. VanVleet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred VanVleet will deliver.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. Good season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Now, here's Shamet, covered by VanVleet. To end the cold streak, and it's Shamet missing. Toronto leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Anunoby, and Harkless pulls it down. The Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And it's Shamet missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's Williams with the drive, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's VanVleet. He's covered closely. Passes it to Ibaka. Over Williams. The rebound by Patterson. Clippers trail by 5. Now here's Harkless. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Van Vliet looking around. The pass to Gasol. Over Harrell. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Clippers shooting poorly, just 35% so far.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Gasol kicks to Powell. To the inside. Ibaka fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well-traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Now here's Williams, covered by Van Vliet. Shoots the three. Williams can't hit.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
Toronto leading by 8. It's up a three. Anunoby, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Gasol with the steal. Here's Van Vliet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
He misses the free throw.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94, the fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
One misses.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Portland.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Anunoby in the corner. And again, no good by Toronto.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Here's Williams. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the rejection by Harrell. Now here's Harkless. Defense is right there. Pass to Harrell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harrell's got his second bucket of the night. Toronto leading by 6. Now Van Vliet. It's Powell on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anunoby. Zubac's defending. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now here's Beverly, covered by Van Vliet. Fast break Toronto. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Williams against Powell. Right side, Williams. To Zubac. Beverly for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Here's Powell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Harkless on the wing. His last outing, he had 8 points. Inside. Here's Zubac. And again, no good by the Clippers. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Ibaka. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground instinct.
Harkless finds Harrell. Beverly for 3. Powell pulls it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Beverly, covered by Van Vliet. Beverly with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fires from deep. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Lou Williams.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's good. Van Vliet's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Powell against Williams. Out to the wing. Beverly wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. For Toronto, the first quarter was not an easy one. Abysmal shooting from the field, miss after miss, and unable to get into any kind of rhythm. They simply could not put together an efficient offensive run. They completely changed their approach and just dominated the second quarter, now in firm control with a 9-point lead. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
They did an awesome-orific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-orific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-orific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. And as long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Shamet Leonard are on the wings. Patrick Patterson is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Patterson against Siakam. Gasol passes to Anunoby. 4 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. Gasol with another miss. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Shamet. And that one is off. Gasol with the defensive effort. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. Winning it all last year, Kevin. He's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 8. 11 feet away. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the seeding. Shamet on the wing. He's got 6. Good. 11.
From the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall. You know, you think about the most important players in Toronto Raptors history. Vince Carter probably number 1. DeMar DeRozan would be on that list. But boy, Kyle Lowry has got to be there as well. Remarkable how far they've come since he joined the team back in 2012.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. The Raptors and Lowry both grew together, Doris, wouldn't you say?
A marriage made in heaven. Kyle Lowry has always played with a huge chip on his shoulder. He still carries that edge, but that maturity and leadership turned into a championship in Toronto, doesn't it?
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Leonard. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Great showing for him last season. 6th in scoring. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Lowry. Lays it up off the glass. Lowry's got 9 points.
If you allow Kyle Lowry a head of steam, it is very difficult to stay in front of him. No stopping him on that drive.
Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Van Vliet. That one's not going to go. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Shamet kicks to Beverly. It's Patterson atop the key. Shoots over Van Vliet. Doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. To the left side wing. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Davis is checked in for OG Anunoby.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Clippers trail by 11. Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Kyle Lowry is second.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Siakam against Green. And Siakam throws it down.
Not only is Pascal Siakam elevating his offensive game, he's elevating his efficiency. He is working right now.
Outside Leonard to stop the run. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 16 points.
And obviously his momentum from the carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Out of Cameroon, Pascal drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal Siakam brings to the table.
Shooting two.
And that one misses.
And I'll tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has really been fun to watch. From role player to emerging star. And guys, he's not done growing yet.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Well, in the rebounding game at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Raptors leading by 9. Passes to Van Vliet. Green against Siakam. There's the three. Knocks down the three ball. Davis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Inside, covered by Van Vliet. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 18 points in the game. Lowry passes to Davis. Back to Lowry. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. That's tipped. And here is Davis. The pass to Lowry. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Harrell. The shot comes out. Good D by Gasol. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 10-point game. And the basket by Lowry.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Beverly against Lowry. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Drops it in from 14 feet away. He's got 20 points.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Davis, the pass to Lowry. From outside the arc. Hauled in by the Clippers. Shamit's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Leonard has it in the corner. From the baseline. Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Shamet, the pass to Beverly. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Pass to Davis. Back to Lowry. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Shamet. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shamet's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Vaca has checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. And Lowry has it in the corner. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. Softly drops in the floater. Beverly's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Oh, Siakam. He's got 15. Everly with the ball. Lowry picks him up. That's for two, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 15 points in just the second half. Outside, Davis. Back to Lowry. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 26.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Toronto calls timeout.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
Green. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Fifth is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. Outside for Lowry. Good on the three-point shot. Lowry's got 14 points for the game.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Powell. Oh, that's blocked.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
Outside Lowry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Toronto, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him.
Boy, Kyle Lowry has carved out for himself quite the career. This guy came in as a dogged defender, and on the offensive end, he's able to create for both himself and his teammates.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Davis. And so Lowry nails both of them. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. 1:46 left to play in the third. Beverly against Lowry. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Siakam. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Leonard.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Anunoby passes to Lowry. To the paint, here's Siakam. And the rejection by Leonard.
And boy, I've been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Everly with the ball. 5 points in the game. Harrell trying to free himself up. Good D by Siakam. Anunoby. 44 seconds left in the third. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Toronto trailing. 20 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Lowry. 15 points for him. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jump shot. Lowry's got 18 points in the game.
I tell you, this guy just loves having the ball make moves like that.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for the Toronto Raptors. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Lowry in at the point. Down low, here's Beverly. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Beverly's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Los Angeles. Beverly against Lowry. He kicks to Powell. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in.
I'll tell you, love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Beverly against Lowry. And it's Beverly missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Lowry from outside, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Williams looking over the floor, and there's the pass to Harrell. Williams against Powell. Lets it go from 14. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Lou Williams. Beverly against Lowry. Kicks it to Ibaka. Sinks that one from the post. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Here's Harkless. That 3 off the mark. Raptors leading by 4. 3 on 3. Siakam passes to Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Looking to get back on track here. And it's sent back by Leonard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So, for the Clippers, Patterson comes in for Harkless, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Raptors also with a sub. Gasol's checked in. Outside Williams. Passes it to Harrell.
Come get it.
And here is Patterson. Draws the double. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Raptors leading by 4. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shamet, the pass to Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
They throw good, Lou Williams. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial six-man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Outside Lowry. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard Zubats, and the shot goes down.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Lowry against Williams. And the basket by Lowry. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Leonard draws the double. Here's Patterson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, the nice rise and fire on the jumper. Patterson taking advantage of the space given.
Gasol passes to Lowry. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lowry's got 25 points in the game.
You know, could have gone to the rack for the throwdown, but opts for the soft, smooth finger roll. I love it.
There's Shamet. Good D by Siakam.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Find the lanes. One shot.
Here's Williams. And the pass to Zubats. Back to Williams. Leonard. Good D by Gasol. Raptors leading by 6. Ball's knocked loose. Looking to end his cold spell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
And takes both from the line. Now, Emmett. Pass to Patterson. And Williams takes it out to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. They stolen by Lowry. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Anunoby. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Incredible.
Siakam with it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's Shamet. They grab their own miss. Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam. The first one falls. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. So he gets them both. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. Pass to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Well, not much you can do there defensively. Marc Gasol, just too much size to stop from that range.
Here's Beverly. Over Lowry. It's rebounded by Gasol.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Here's his mid-30s. Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
And he can't hit the second. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Shamet, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about since he entered the league, Kawhi Leonard has tripled his assist average. What a good passer he has become.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Passes to Gasol. But teardrop falls in. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Kawhi Leonard is a career 85% free throw shooter. You do not want to put him at the line.
The first free throw is good. Leonard hits them both. And here's Lowry. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen.
Draws the double. Now here's Beverly, guarded closely. There's the pass to Shamet. Rocket 6. Latre gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Pass to Van Vliet. Feeds it to Gasol. Shoots. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 5th assist in this one. Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Zubac. Now, here's Shamet. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Van Vliet's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Is it to Lowry? Passes it to Siakam. And it's out of last touch by Leonard. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Shamet. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. The dish to Gasol. Toronto will retain possession. Clock at 4. Going for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Good point.
3-second violation. And so here are the Clippers. They trail by 1. They're in the 4th quarter.
Just a classic fell right down to the
outside Lowry. Toronto.
And you know what? If his defense so valuable, not many can bother him.
Boy, you shut you down.
And the on by 1. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And usually you want to maximize the clock. It's Mark just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the... We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Beverly dishes to Hero. It's not going to go for him. Gasol with the defensive effort. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Longer possessions from this point on.
Anunoby, no good. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 1. There's 21 seconds.
See what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
As your thoughts?
Clean look, if that's at all possible.
Big win by them with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks. Mark, the team seems to really have a good rhythm going. What's been the key to success?
We're working. You know, we sacrificing for each other. I think we're doing a better job on that. And you know, we don't get much practice, but we're getting good work in.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of time to practice during the season, but it's not showing up on the court. You guys are playing great. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.